Welcome to episode 80 of the Brew Crew Scoop. We're going to hammer home the World Baseball Classic in between pool play and bracket play right now. We'll also touch on some spring training, but the USA squeaks by into the quarterfinal round. Um, no one really knew what was going on in that clubhouse, but they made it courtesy of Italy via a bunch of American players on Italy. Funny that they're helping us out, but um, quarterfinal round, USA Canada matchup of the rematch of the gold medal hockey game that just happened. The other quarterfinal that day is Korea and the Dominican Republic. The Dominican Republic is about as fun of a team as can possibly be if you watched any of those games or highlights. And then the other side of the quarterfinal bracket, Puerto Rico and Italy. Italy's still undefeated on the back of Vinny P's 3 homers last night. And then Venezuela, Japan, another really good one. Japan just looks like a wagon again, the defending champs. So that's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday for the two semis, and then the World Championship on Tuesday.
Yeah, it's a good group this year, I think, that made it out of the pool play. Canada, shout out. I know weird blood right now with the what just happened in the Olympics, but I think it's cool. They've had the same manager for every single World Baseball Classic, um, and which is impressive. And I think he's the only one to do that. If there's just one other one, and this is their first time advancing out of pool play, so super cool for them. Same with Italy. I mean, this is the first time they've been the number one team coming out of pool play, I guess. I know I think they made it out in 23, but lost to Japan, if memory serves. But this team seems a little bit different. Like you said, a lot of American players. Japan's a wagon. Um, the Czechia was a cool story there. What was he, an electrician?
Yeah.
Dude just hucks. He got through what, 4 2/3 or whatever, and then hit his pitch limit, and then basically had like a standing ovation from the Japanese crowd. I did a little bit of background research. Apparently, he had been to the Tokyo Dome before for like
Yeah, that
a
clip went
baseball
viral.
camp or something.
Well, that
So
clip went viral last time. He
uh,
struck out Otani, and he doesn't huck. He only throws like 79.
yeah, there was junk, but apparently he's done some stuff in Japan before. So super cool for him. And obviously, I've heard the really good things about the Czech Republic, Czechia, about how their junior programs pretty much dominate the European leagues. So look for them in the next 2 or 3 World Baseball Classics.
They got to requalify now.
Hmm.
Yeah, my take is the first round was fun. It looks like the Central, South American, Caribbean teams all have fun playing baseball, and Team USA and Canada looks like they had fun. Even Mexico had a little fun, and Team USA appears to have no fun. Except for when they do because they think they clinch and they're boozing after the game. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's always a cool tournament. I think the Tokyo Dome shout out in general is cool because it's a different type of fandom over in Asia for baseball, I think, than like the South American hype, but still really cool. And once again, I think the Americans get outdone and we have like the least impressive fan base as well, um, relative to a lot of these other teams. So um, obviously rooting for Team USA, but it does seem like it means more to pretty much every other team in the tournament. So that's a silver lining if we happen to fall.
Not Cal Raleigh. That guy is locked
Yeah, he's
in.
fucking locked in. Randy better not try to touch him.
That was so lame. I thought
That
it
was
was
just
just lame
weird,
that
dude.
that one catcher said that he didn't want to shake hands. So now every catcher felt like they had to be the tough guy too. Otherwise, they're gonna come across as soft. It's like just shake your buddy's hand. Who cares?
Well,
Not to
like,
mention in every MLB game, they all dap
yeah.
each other up before the first debut of every game.
Well,
Like
and like the one catcher, I can't imagine those two guys are actually teammates either. Like,
no.
it's too no offense to those teams, but like no names, like looking for a
Hmm.
dap up. Where in this case, the guys are fucking teammates. And as we can see, every player here seem in the Team USA seems to care more about the regular season team anyways. And like they're
Yeah.
on the same like it was just fucking weird.
Yeah, that was dumb.
Apparently he cleared it up after and whatever, but like based on Randy's comments, it was I don't know. I can't pick up sarcasm in foreign languages, but he didn't seem like happy about it.
Yeah, it felt performative by Raleigh.
Yeah, it was weird.
I don't
Um,
know. I don't have a take on that. I don't know. It's a dumb little thing. I heard that Cal
yeah,
Riley even told him like, don't do it beforehand, and then he did it anyways. So
Well, then I
two
like Randy
sides to
even
that's even
every
more. I like
stupider.
Randy even fucking more.
two sides of every
Yeah.
Don't
coin.
you dare say hi to me today. Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck? I don't know.
Yeah, whatever. But hey, Brice Turang, how about that guy? Uh, I think these stats I have are updated. 5 for 12, four doubles, um, which would be a 417 batting average and over an 1100 OPS. So, he's a double machine right now. I can tell you that much. So
Yep.
that's pretty cool to see. Um, we don't need to get into more BS drama about people complaining about him versus Gunnar Henderson playing because Turang's earned it. It doesn't really matter who else. Doesn't really matter who else could be playing. He's been about as good as he could possibly be. And then other Brewers moving on. So Churiel, Contreras, and Zerpa are moving on, as well as Abner, Tyler Black, Rob Zastrizny, and then Andrew Fisher, who was the guy I wanted to highlight for Italy. He looks like the real deal. I don't know if he's in the plans for the Milwaukee Brewers 2026 season yet, but he looks like he can hit big league pitching. And yeah, I'm excited. He's top ranked third base prospect by MLB currently. So yeah, we'll see what happens, but I'm excited. That's the obvious hole in the Brewers lineup and defense is third base.
As I say, there's a good chance he starts in Double A this year. So I mean, that's pretty much the fast track. Once you hit Double A, I mean, you're one, two steps away from the big leagues. So hopefully he stays hot, in minor league camp before the season starts and takes that into Biloxi, dominates, gets a quick May uh, or a call up, and then who knows from there. Obviously, the Brewers plugged their holes with 1 year free agents, so I would think he'll make more of an impact in 2027 if there's a 2027 season.
Don't hold your breath. I don't know if you guys want to talk about any other Milwaukee Brewers, but I
I
was just
wrote
gonna,
down, I like went through everyone's stats that was tied to the crew, so I can run through them really quick.
yeah, let's hear it.
The World Baseball Classic stats. Let's see. So Jackson Churio wasn't able to play right away. I think he got hit in the hand and then missed a game, right? And he
Yeah,
hasn't really been
yeah, hit
hot
in the
exactly.
exhibition game.
Yeah. So he has a walk and a single, an RBI. The RBI was a real deep sack fly, so at least he has that going for him. He looks all right. William Contreras has been extremely cold. He's 0 for 11 with a walk and a run, and he was cold in spring, but I'm not too spring training prior to that. I'm not too worried about him though. Um, we'll wait till the season starts, and then if he gives me a reason to be worried, we can be worried. Um, Zerpa has 3 innings pitched, 3 strikeouts, 2 hits surrendered, and 0 earned runs. So he's looked good for Team Venezuela, and they had some decent competition. So that's good to see from the one of the newer Brewers. Carlos Rodriguez had a 4 inning outing. He gave up 2 hits, had 2 walks, and had 4 Ks for 1 earned run. He's a guy that seems to be like ready to advance, but we just don't have a spot for him in our rotation. Not that he's gonna light up the MLB, but when called upon, he's at least been serviceable. And there's probably a couple teams in the league that would love to give him a chance at like their 5 spot in their rotation. We just have too many arms, but he pitched well again in the WBC, so good for him. Steven Cruz, which is a minor league member of the org, he's pitched 3.1 innings pitched and given up 2 earned and has 4 Ks and surrendered 4 hits across that. So also respectable numbers, not ideal for a reliever to give up 2 earned and three and a third, but it happens. Freddie Zamora has 1 hit, 1 walk, a run, and an RBI and 9 at bats for Team Nicaragua as well. Tyler Black 0 for 6 with 2 walks, a RBI, a run, and a steal. So he did not stay as hot as he was with the crew in spring training, but um, I don't know, still been productive. I guess we'll see if maybe he gets a pinch hit call or something in the game against Canada, but still cool for him to get to represent the country. Um, Team Great Britain had 2 minor league pitchers of ours. Langhorn pitched 2/3 of an inning, 0 earned, surrendered 2 hits, and had a strikeout. And Seppings gave up 2 earned and 1 1/3. So those two guys sort of helped send Great Britain packing. Brice Turang, you already shouted out. 4 RBI, 2 runs. I don't know if you said that. So he's definitely been producing. Actually, today, I think it was in on baseball today. Um, Chris Rose said, game on the line. He wanted, I forgot who he said the other guy was. Might have been Schwarber. No, it was Bobby Witt or Brice Turang is who he wants up to the plate. So I don't know. Some people are starting to appreciate Brice for what he is, which might not be ideal for Mark Antanasio when it comes time to sign in new checks, but it's fun for Brewers fans. Joey Ortiz, 3 for 10, 2 walks, 2 runs, an RBI, and a double. I know he struck out a couple times, but he's been serviceable over for Team Mexico. And then you already shouted out Fisher and Abner has looked pretty nasty, but also his command has not been super smooth and didn't look so good. Was that yesterday? Um,
Yeah, it was
but
last night.
he looks nasty. He's just got to fine tune some of that command. But those are all the guys, and obviously a number of them will still be playing. So hopefully we get to see Fisher in the Italy lineup. I think that'd be sick. But he's already, I think, done as much as you could ask a guy like that to do. So
Yeah, and then just to recap, so for the US, Friday night they trounced Brazil 15-5. And then Saturday 9-1 against Great Britain. Um, they were off Sunday, and then Monday took care of business in a close one against a pretty solid Team Mexico, 5-3. And then there was the whole debacle where they may or may not have thought they clinched. And then they put up a stinker against Italy. They're kind of playing their B team. Felt like it's silly to play their B team when you feel like looking at that pool, it's pretty clear who the two teams that are have major league talent are and the two teams who probably don't are. And feels like they try to kind of split time a little bit and play their quote unquote B team twice, and feels like they almost did it backwards in two of those games. So not really sure what's going on there. Obviously, Mark DeRosa isn't a coach by trade. They hired him for the 2023 World Baseball Classic, I figured it was just like just some guy to write the lineup cards, just a vibes guy, whatever. But turns out maybe it does matter, even with this stacked team. So, um, but yeah, they end up 3-1. Italy takes care of business for them against Team Mexico. We previewed the quarterfinal already, but curious to see, like you said, the vibes. Like on paper, this USA team is probably still the best roster on paper. I think it's close, maybe with like the Dominican. Um, but yeah, it feels like teams like Japan and teams like the Dominican Republic, I would pick as the favorites, like the top two favorites right now going into bracket play, I think. I don't know if you guys would agree with that or not, but there's something around the vibes that, I mean, and this happens every single World Baseball Classic, it feels like. But this year I thought maybe a little different. Like Judge, Bobby Witt Jr., Scooble, Skeens, even if it was for one starter, just two starts, like felt like they actually had the firepower this year. And now we're seeing some turnover, guys going back to camp and lesser name replacements coming in. So yeah, I don't know.
not
Japan
necessarily a
just always
lesser name.
well, like
The
I
pitching
saw,
replacements are pretty good, I feel like.
I mean, I think I saw Tim Hill taking
I didn't see
Coach
that.
Google spot or something like that. But
Oh,
yeah, either
I saw like Joe Ryan was coming in now for
yeah, that's
like Clayton Kershaw or something.
yeah,
I feel like that's you do that deal. But yeah,
yeah. But like Japan's just a well-oiled machine, and the Dominican is like insane. I don't know.
yeah,
So
I wonder if there's this much roster turnover with pitchers and issues with these other teams. Like Sandy Alcantara just came
yep.
out and said, like, I'm good to relieve, start, do whatever. Like, I'm here to win for my country. And then, I mean, it's not like he's the healthiest guy ever. Like, I'm pretty sure he's had a Tommy John,
Yep.
but like Scooball, who is in a contract year, I get it, but to basically come out and tease our balls about, oh, I might actually stay, I might not. I know we talked about privately the Rosenthal question, but I mean, it seemed like he was kind of leaning towards coming back, and then what for whatever reason, I assume Scott Boras and the Tigers were like, it's probably in your best interest to just come back. And
Well,
I feel like if you loved your country as much as Sandy Alcantara does, like I feel like I mean, it's hard for us to say we don't have, $350 million on the line if we snap our fucking elbow. So it's a little different, but I don't know. Those guys just seem to have more love and deep rooted, patriotism for their country than we do.
the only thing about like Scooble, like the bona fide ace, is that you're getting to a point now where if he makes another start, it would affect him potentially starting opening day for his playoff contending Major League Baseball team. So that's the only thing. Like obviously he's got to be ready for opening day, and when you're this close, they're mapping out daily plans where like he can't all of a sudden just throw a 50 pitch max effort day when he's got,
When's
I don't
their
know.
opening day?
Well, it would be the 26th, but I'm just saying that I'm sure they have that map back for however long.
Well,
Which I mean, great, but I'm pretty
Well,
sure Scooball could go. I'll plant my nuts on your forehead if you don't let me pitch to the Tigers, or I don't give a shit about
I think he
opening day.
probably could, and I feel like Boris probably talked him out of
Well,
it too.
yeah,
Because Boris, I mean, you could say what you want about him as an agent. I think he's kind of a scumbag, but whatever. I mean, you kind of got to be a scumbag to be a good agent. But
comes with the
yeah,
territory.
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. No,
I
but
think
the Cubs just offered Matt Boyd. They said, "Do you want to go back to the World Baseball Classic, or do you want to start on opening day?" And he took opening day. So
well, yeah,
like,
but those are
well, he
two different
sucks
scenarios.
too.
It's because they said
Like,
he
no, no,
wasn't going to
no.
pitch.
I'm just saying though. That's like
Yeah, but it's two
no,
different
no.
things.
All,
Scooble would
yeah,
have been locked into a starting spot, whereas Matt Boyd wasn't going to pitch.
all I was saying is they have it mapped backwards from opening day, is my point. Like they're
Yeah,
already
but
thinking about that.
I know, but the difference is Matt Boyd wasn't going to be a starter, where
That's
Scoobs
fine.
would have been able to pick what game he was going to start.
Sure.
we could go on and on about this. None of us are in like the back rooms hearing these conversations that are going on. Whatever's reported could also just be straight bullshit to make Matt Boyd look better or worse, depending on who's saying it. I mean, it sucks that we can't just have somebody come out. I mean, I feel like Skeens is, but he's not the kind of guy to come out and be like, I picked this over, starting opening day or something, or I mapped this out months in advance to make sure that I could pitch these certain days and opening day or
But
something along those lines. I just want somebody, whether it's Judge or, just be like, I want guys here who want to be here. And that's what I thought it was this year up until, I saw we were rotating guys out and I didn't even know you could do that. I thought it had to be injury replacement for one, and like they're not even in the dugout. Like they're back in camp. So you came and played the pool play and you're not even going to stay for the fun part? I just that doesn't make much sense to me.
I mean, presumably, so I mean, Skeens already has his second start penciled in. Presumably, him and Scooble are on the exact same track for opening day. So Scooble probably wasn't even able to make the start that Skeens already has locked up. But either way, this isn't. I don't know. It's an MLB sanctioned event, so like the fact guys are coming in and leaving, going back to camp and stuff, whether I agree with it or not, it's not really crazy to me, especially for the USA, especially for these guys who have big deals on. I don't know. But to my point earlier, like Will Vest, Tyler Rogers, and Tim Hill are replacing Scooble, Walker, and Yarbrough. So I mean, I guess besides Scooble, it's not really a huge deal. But
I mean,
yeah, I don't
I
know.
don't know.
I guess yeah.
I feel
You I
like
We
mean,
it's
could
just
go
trying to
on and
make
on.
excuses that aren't the real reason, which is
sure.
fine. The real reason can be that he's more worried about his upcoming free agency, and that's fine. I don't really personally think the one start's going to jeopardize it that much more, but maybe. I mean,
I mean, I agree.
there's
I
a
agree
lot of
with
other
that.
pitchers that are pitching through it. If anything, a guy like Yamamoto, he's got extra innings, playoff innings, all this, and somehow he's still on that team. If anyone I feel like would be able to not play, I know he's got his contract, but presumably a guy would care more about just being able to pitch than even his contract because being able to pitch is the way he gets paid. But uh, Yamamoto's still on the roster to my knowledge. Maybe he's shipping out of the Japanese camp though. I don't know.
I mean, I agree. I wish
Or even I saw someone say like, why not have Scooble at least pitch against Team Italy, not Team Great Britain?
Sure.
Who gives a fuck about Great Britain? But
Yeah.
whatever.
Maybe that
I
was the only day
agree.
the Tigers gave him too. I don't.
That's
It's
I guess
just
You
that's
like
can
kind of
go
my
to
why
this
point.
though?
day.
It's
It
too
just
much.
was creating drama at that point. Just say he
Yeah.
can't do it. He has to build up. Instead, it was like, oh, he can pitch against the worst team we'll play.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And give up a leadoff bomb.
Yeah, I'm not like mad at him. It's just like I feel like a lot of window dressing and BS when it could have just been clean cut. Like I don't know.
It's just kind of sad in general that they can't get like every country's truly best lineup on the field, whether it's like the insurance BS that was going on too, where like certain guys are 38 years old and they're like, oh, that's my last chance to play, but now they can't. Or even like Trout was like, I get it, Trout's injury prone, but I don't know. It would be way more cool if 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 USA truly put out their 26 best American players. Like then I think I'd be more invested in the WBC. I guess that's kind of what I'm getting at. Is
Yeah,
like
I
the
mean it's just
concept
not
is
gonna happen
cool.
though.
No, it won't happen. But like the concept is cool, but I don't know.
I mean it's pretty close right now. Like all these teams have some really good. Like the top end rosters are really good, and even the not as good teams have I guess like a cool roster or something to like about them. So I don't know. I One of our friends the other day was like saying how it should be at the All-Star break, but there's no way they're going to do a mid-season tournament. Like I feel like you're better off getting pitchers and guys to participate at this in spring training. So at least there'd be time for a little like a little injury, anything but, a season ender. You like recover fast enough that you'd help your team. There's no way they're doing a mid-season. It's not the NHL and the Olympics. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hockey players are just built different, I guess.
Yeah.
Like those Penguins.
Oh yeah. All right. Let's make our picks.
Wait, can we just like fully address the whole situation about knowing they clinched or not? Because like, did you see the presser today?
Yeah, I did. He tried to claim that he was just making an overconfident statement.
Yeah, but did you hear what he said?
No,
He
yeah,
said,
he said we were 2-0 when they
yeah,
really
like he
were
didn't even,
2-0.
I mean,
I mean that one truly I could see being just a slip at the podium right now, whatever. But
yeah,
the
but
fact
you
that he's
would
trying to
think you'd
say,
fucking know going to the
yeah,
podium after what happened. That's what
it
I'm
is
saying. If
funny,
that would have been the original comment or something, that's one thing. But the
but
fact that he knew, like he
well,
knew he had to have one little paragraph to say, and somehow he still
and
fucked that up.
the original comment to go back and say that he was just overconfident. The original comment was like
Yeah.
call me crazy, but I want to win tomorrow, even though we don't have to.
Mhm.
So like, if you knew you clinched, why would you say that? I don't know. Whatever.
He
It
just
didn't end up mattering, and again,
it's
like
just clearly not. I don't know.
it. I don't know how. Like I said, how does like USA baseball or something not have another coach or representative that? Because like in his defense, the tiebreaker was really confusing with the whole outs thing. But
I
how did no one else like tell him like how did they have a celebrate not a celebration, but how were they sitting there all night drinking beers thinking they were clinched and no one like there were no nerds that read the spreadsheet and were like, hey, by the way, guys, we're not clinched. I don't know.
and I don't even like care that they're sitting around having beers. Like it's
No,
still their
no.
off season. This is
Yeah.
baseball. Like it's kind of
It's
like
funny.
old time vibes, but just the commentary and handling of it is like,
He
are
doesn't
you
strike me as
serious?
he doesn't strike me as an intellectual, to be honest. Even before that. He's a cool guy, but
Yeah, I know Kean, you're a big fan of his work, but
I
I
mean,
mean I like him too, is my
yeah, I
thing.
like
But
him on
like
MLB Network.
he's pissing me off. And I mean, I just don't believe him is the real issue. I wish he
I
could have
like
just been honest. Like, why
I
couldn't he
like
have said what you just said, Scoop? He's like, yeah, man, those rules confused the shit out of me. I thought we won. We still put out a good team,
yeah.
blah, blah, blah. But instead he's like, I think clearly lying. I don't
Well,
know.
did you see Kershaw was warming up
Yeah,
and then he went to Mason Miller?
that's
Like,
weird.
why would you ever warm up a retired Hall of Famer unless you thought like, all right, this
Get
is
him
his
up.
swan song? He's like, oh fuck. About that. And now Kershaw's leaving.
Yeah.
So whatever. Anyways.
Kershaw was like the other thing is obviously he's not on a team right now, but he was still good last year. Like he had a
Yeah.
3.3 or something, which is fucking crazy. That
Yeah.
guy is somehow still the most like underappreciated pitcher of this generation. I feel like Verlander and stuff gets a lot more love, and yeah, he I don't for whatever reasons you might. give him that, but I don't know. Kershaw's nuts.
As a Dero, sorry, my AirPods died, so now it's just like I don't know how my sound is, but um, Dero is like my favorite guy, like my favorite analyst of all time. I liked him when he was a player, except for when he was with the Cardinals. Um, I just when he got in with MLB Network, it was great. When he was named the manager of the World Baseball Classic in 23 or the USA in 2023, I was ecstatic for him. Like I know there had been rumblings of him like wanting to manage. And it's not crazy that like he is like he was a journeyman player like it happens in basketball all the time. I mean, Albert Pujols is the Dominican Republic without having any coaching experience. Like I've seen people call his experience out, and it's like, okay, well, you can't use that because there's other successful coaches in multiple different leagues in this tournament alone that are doing the same thing. I think that and it sucks that the blame goes on him because you have to know that there's like some sort of brain trust around Team USA that somebody has to know the rules. I just think it's one of those things where it's coming to hit he's the negligent one in the public eye when in reality whoever the analytics person is has to stand up and be like, hey, this is my job, we did not clinch before he even gets to his press con. I feel like that's a briefing you have to have. As soon as somebody says, did we clinch? And the answer is yes, somebody else has to go, are you sure? I feel like no.
I
And
mean,
then
that was
somebody
kind of
does
my
the
point all
research
along. That
or
was kind of my
something.
point all along is it's silly that the manager didn't know, but clearly no one else knew either.
It's
Like,
like they didn't care. It looked like at first, and then
well, and no one
everybody's shitting on him.
did
And I
no one
feel
see
so
the
bad because I think he would be a decent MLB manager. And that's where I assumed he was hoping this would take him. And then I saw somebody say, what if he resigns from the MLB network? Bro, come on, bro. Like he's still analyzing a swing and talking up, small market guys. I mean, he was the first guy really on the Brice Turang train when he was switching his swing and came back and was producing and you'll see it all over my Twitter account when he does something with the Brewers. I'm all over it. I mean, it's the only 7-minute video these days that I'll sit and watch on my phone. They're great insights, and people are calling for this man's analyst job because he didn't know the World Baseball Classic tiebreaker rules. I mean, it's a little overblown. If they wouldn't have, if they would not have advanced, I think it would have been worse. But they still advanced, and we'll never know. I'm sure we will in 20 years if they make a documentary, if this is like the greatest World Baseball Classic ever or something. But I don't think we'll ever know when he really found out, if it was that
yeah.
moment with Kershaw and Mason Miller, or
Well, I don't know
if
why
it
people
was like
didn't.
the fifth inning, or if it was after the game, or when he realized that they hadn't clinched.
How do you do that interview during the day and no one like before the game was like, "Hey, by the way, just so you know."
A
Yeah.
reporter or something like, look at your phone. I mean, somebody
Yeah,
was tweeting like right after that.
Rosenthal seems to be on top of everything, but he didn't want to say that. Whatever.
Rosenthal's a different kind of guy, but
I like the tweet that said like he's got to play his B team so that he can ask more guys this next season if they like more peanut butter or jelly on their PB and J's. Because those are the types of questions if you tune in during a weekday on MLB Network that he's asking people. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, but for people calling for his job on Twitter, Cole, say the line. Twitter is fake.
Yeah, those people are clowns.
I
It's
mean,
it's it's the silent
yeah.
majority, and then the rest is Twitter.
I mean, I totally agree with you.
Follow
It's
us
just
on
it's
Twitter
silly
though.
that there's
Yeah,
it's
I'd
like
say a
all
lot of
day.
stupid shit.
It's like all fucking day that I'm looking and I'm every single tweet is some about Mark DeRosa being a moron. And it's like, yeah, and then you click on it and then everybody's just like he should be fired immediately. Like whoever they should all be fired. Like it's a coaching staff, it's an
Yeah,
analytics
but
department, it's the USA
he
baseball as a
picks a lot of the
whole.
staff, to be honest, and I don't know how many analytics are in the background when you pick this team. I don't know. All I'm saying is if you take the job, you should like take it seriously, and it doesn't seem like he fully did, which is whatever. I don't think he shouldn't be able to do the job that he is good at, but I don't know if he should be still doing the Team USA manager job is all.
I don't think it's the manager's job
To
like
manage the
somebody should
team?
communicate that to him, yes,
Team,
and
that's
he should
crazy.
formulate a plan.
So he's not to blame at all.
I'm not saying he's not to blame at
You just said
all.
it's not his job, so
it's not necessarily his job to know the tiebreaker. He also needs to set the lineup, know who's pitching that day, and it
Yeah,
all
he did
comes
all
from.
that.
So he's the only one then, is what you're saying, that makes that decision. It's a
No, but
it's
he
a
is the
group.
face of the organization
Mm,
currently.
once every 4 years for three
Okay,
weeks he
name some
is.
other higher ups that you really like from USA Baseball.
I don't know. That's what I'm
Okay.
saying.
Well,
Is
then who am
there?
I gonna blame? The only guy I know on the Team USA baseball
All
staff.
right, that's fine. Go
I
ahead, blame
did
him. All
I
right,
it was
cool.
his fault to begin with and to play the
No, it's not his
but
fault.
but but
No name's fault.
how did no one tell him? That's what's crazy to me.
He should go manage the White Sox. They can all just not know what's
Well,
going on together.
they get that new switch hitting infielder,
No, I like
Luis Angel
Dero. I'm just
Acuna.
saying I'm not letting him off the hook here, obviously. I wish he'd just been honest about it. Then honestly I'd respect it a little bit more. It's just getting weird, but
I
whatever.
was just imagining like them in the locker room, just goggles on, spraying champagne, and someone like walking in like, uh. Anywho, all right, let's make our picks. Korea DR, who you got?
DR.
Dr.
Consensus. I'm in. All right, Puerto Rico, Italy.
Italy.
I like Vinny P's vibes.
Yeah, I'll give them one more win. Venezuela, Japan.
Venezuela. Let's go.
Japan.
Yeah, I'm going Japan. USA at Canada.
The U.S.
Yeah, I
I don't
think the
know.
US,
Canada's team is pretty sick.
I think
I'm
they'll
going
squeak one out.
US.
Oh, Cole's mad at me because I said that Team Canada hockey was cool. My
Well, yeah.
fault. All right. And then we all said DR, right?
Yep.
All right. So we can all pick between DR and USA in the semi.
DR.
DR.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel too.
Well, then I'm gonna say US. Someone's got to fly the flag.
All right, all right, all right. And then did we all say Italy?
Yeah.
Okay, Italy versus Venezuela slash Japan.
Japan.
Venezuela.
Japan. All right. I guess pick your champion of your two finalists left. So I got Dominican Republic and Japan. I think the vibes for the DR are too good this year. I think they're gonna pull it out.
DR.
Venezuela. Jackson Churio,
All
William
right.
Contreras, get it done.
Angel Zerpa, final out.
I don't know about that, but
All
possible.
right. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, I will say I said a lot of negative things about the World Baseball Classic. I still enjoy it, and it's still a great idea. And I will enjoy the one game playoffs even more so than it's kind of hard to flip back and forth between pool play baseball because you don't know when the action is. So this will be better. And I do still like it despite my criticisms. So I'm excited. Go America. I'm excited to actually see Japan play because they've been at 4 a.m. every single time, and I'm frankly not watching the 4 a.m. game. I'll opt for the 9 p.m. game before the 4 a.m. game. So
There's not a like Japan or Korea series this year, is there?
no,
Name of the,
no.
yeah. I was gonna say I
Opening
remember
night.
I did wake up for those games just because it was the first regular season and they were good matchups, and I was like, I don't think they're doing that. Probably because of the
Those
World
are at
Baseball
5
Classic.
though. That's my cutoff.
All
Five's the
right.
I'll get up.
Otherwise, really quick Brewer stuff. It looks like Kyle Harrison and Sproat both look pretty nasty. Um, Especially with pitching, like don't read into ERA type deals in spring training, but the underlyings and the actual pitches just look pretty filthy. So I don't know if Sprout will be in the well, honestly, there's some injuries, it looks like, in currently with the staff, but Kyle Harrison seems a shoe in to be in the rotation. And I'm pretty sure they asked Murph about it and he was said like, yeah, he's ready, he's good. So
Don't tell
um
sleeper Brewers that spring training ERAs don't matter.
dude, sleeper Brewers is not to be messed with. They are fucking definitely not clickbaiting.
Guess this player.
Yeah. Prince Fielder.
Yeah, it is crazy. It's
It
just
should be
funny.
Sleeper, Brewers, and that fucking Cubs guy that said we're killing kids because the
Oh,
editing
that
team
that 50-year-old
had
on
an
Twitter
apple.
that's still
Yeah.
yeah. Um, but yeah, the rotation, isn't it funny how that works? You trade, and I was all for the Freddie trade, but it's funny, you trade away an ace and then immediately it's like four little flare-ups of Priester's wrist and Gasser's elbow, right? Or
I
was
think
it someone
Gasser's
else?
all right. Henderson.
Henderson, that's what I
But
mean.
he's
Henderson's
supposed to
elbow.
resume
Like,
pitching, I guess. But Priester's still getting looked at,
sure.
which isn't ideal. But I
Yeah.
don't know. Luckily, even with that deal, I know where you're going, but even with that deal, we still have a lot of like
No, for
MLB
sure.
ready-ish
For
arms.
sure.
So,
And Kyle Harrison's probably gonna win the Cy Young. So,
and the Drohan or whatever the guy we got in the deal too has been
yeah.
nasty. So,
So we're in a good spot. It is just funny, like last year too. You think about all these pitchers we had. I saw was it Carlos? No, Carlos Rodriguez. No, it was a reliever that pitched like 4 games for us to be in the year. On oh, whatever, the home opener. I went and saw
was it
some.
Elvin?
Yeah, Elvin.
Yeah, he didn't quite pan out.
No. So, anyways, seems to always happen.
Keen, anything else? Anything else to get off your chest? Any Nooks news?
No, promotional schedule comes out soon.
Oh
I saw
shit.
you doing some ass modeling for them. Is this can you confirm or deny?
Yeah, that was supposed to stay in the vault, but
Was that a body double?
that made it out somehow.
Hmm. Let me see if I can find it.
Is there any Keen bobbleheads coming out? Can you just like model if there was one, what it would look like?
Any Kean's bobble asses coming out or just
I don't think we I don't think we're doing a bobblehead this year.
really?
Kind of
That's
baseball
crazy.
organization. Do you have an alternate identity?
We do.
Is that released yet or no? Don't leak it. Don't leak it.
It is not. We just finished the logos and everything.
Sweet.
You did? Is it sick? Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
The
What?
Lake Shore. Oh, oh.
Why is it not working?
It's a top-notch program.
It's my ass.
Couple of couple of
We were promoting dollar beer night.
they're doing those big cans for dollar beers.
Nah, we had 12 out. We bought 12 ounces for
Oh,
the
your
dollar
pants are
beers.
just tight. That's why. Nice.
Scoot, we'll have to go to a dollar beer night this year for sure. When's the league start? Is it June?
May last week of May.
Last week of May.
So
And then
we
normally
every
Scoop
every
gets the call
Thursday,
up in August.
every Thursday
Yeah.
is a dollar beer night.
Every
So
Thursday?
What?
we have 4 Thursdays.
All right.
The four
Go
dollar beer nights.
Venezuela. Go Brewers. Go Nooks.
Nook Nation.